Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Turn off. Please turn off your video. Turn off. Turn off Patil. Yes. No one is going to turn on the video, and they're going to wait for my instruction. Then, whatever instruction I give you, then only you're going to do that. You have to follow that instruction. Till then, no one is going to turn on the camera. Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, be ready with all your drawing materials. That is your drawing book, pencil, eraser, scale. Each and everything should be ready. You have to keep it ready for the session. You have to keep all the drawing materials, that is your drawing book, your pencil, eraser, scale, colors, everything should be ready. You have to sit ready in the ready position. As you as you are ready, just drop a message in the chat box that you're ready. Yes, till then what we are going to do, we are going to wait for the. Okay, good afternoon, each and everyone. This is Pritam Karmakar, and I'm a new art teacher for this academic year 2020 and 21. So, in our class, we have done 2D design, and in this class, what we are going to do, we are going to learn memory drawing. I'm going to explain you what is memory drawing, but just note down the topic. The topic name is memory drawing, and in the bracket, you have to write children flying kite. So we are going to draw a memory drawing. We are going to show a scenario of memory drawing where the children are flying kites. Okay. So this is the topic for today. So first I'll just explain you what is memory drawing. When I say memory drawing, the first word, that is memory. When I say memory, the first word, the first thing which strikes to your brain is your memory card. Yes, each and everyone student knows what is the memory card. Yes, in the we are 21st century, and each and every student is aware about what is memory. Okay, in your phone there is a memory card. Okay, you got a memory of 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB. Okay, So these are the memories. Okay, these are the storage memory of your mobile. Same way, we human beings, we also have a memory card, but we have a memory card of, we can't imagine how many GB memory card we have. Okay, it can be, it can be 1,000 TB, it can be many more. But where is that memory card fitted? It is the memory card that is called your brain. The brain is your memory card, and in your mobile you have the camera. Yes, each and every mobile have a camera. So these two eyes are your camera lenses, and your brain is your memory card. So whatever see in we, whatever we see in our day-to-day life, we capture through our eyes and we save it into our brain. I hope am I clear? Whenever whatever we see, okay. For example, there is a car moving on the road, so we see that car and we see and we capture it and we save it into our brain. So the brain is a memory card and our eyes are the camera lenses. So same way, uh, I hope each and every student have fly, no, they have fly the kite in the ground or in the uh, building passages. Okay, so they have done. So whatever you have done, you have to recollect all those memories. Okay, we have to recollect all those memories, and what we are going to do, we are going to visualize all those things and we are going to draw it in the paper. So when I say, when for example, when I say a red apple, what your mind does, your mind creates a picture of an apple in your brain, and the color of the apple is red. Okay, so same way, when I say the topic memory drawing, and when I say children flying kite, what your brain does, we whatever we have done, whatever we have done in the past, we recollect all those memories. Okay, we recollect all those memories. For example, you have seen some children who are flying kites in the garden or in the ground. Okay, so what we do, we recollect all those memories, and when the picture is made, what you have to do, you have to make for example, I have seen many children who are flying kites. So this is something I have drawn over here. So just look at this. This is how I have drawn. So this is called memory drawing. Okay, what it can be of any topic. It can be something like market. It can be of road accident, or it can be a tea stall. Anything. It can be a garba. It can be it can be of dandiya. Anything it can be. Okay, so whatever the topic is given to you, you have to draw a memory drawing of that particular topic. So there are certain rules and regulation of memory drawing. So what are the rules and regulation of memory drawing? The first rule of memory drawing is there should be minimum 3 human figures. In your drawing, there should be minimum 3 human figures and maximum 4 human figures. Okay, just keep it in mind. I'm going to ask you that question. So there should be minimum 3 human figures and maximum 4 human figures in your drawing. Okay, here I have drawn a memory drawing. In this memory drawing, you can see there are 3 characters. There are 3 human figures. Okay, just look at this, 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 children I have drawn. This is the minimum human figure which you can draw in your memory drawing, but maximum you can draw 4 or maximum you can draw 5, but not more than that, because it takes lots of time to color and everything. So that's the reason we take minimum 3 human figures. Okay, okay. The paper, when you get the exam or something, so there is only 2 hours in the memory drawing. You get only 2 hours. So in that 2 hours, you have to draw, you have to color, and you have to draw it, you have to keep the paper to dry. Okay, so this is very important, and I'm going to teach you how to easily you can draw and easily you can color. Okay, so I'm going to show you some tricks how to do it. So this was the some rules and regulation of memory drawing. The second rule is the size of the human figure should be of your palm size. Okay, whenever you draw a human figure in the drawing page, it should be of your palm size. It should not be small, it should not be much bigger. Okay, You have to draw it of your palm size. Am I clear? The second rule of memory is you have to draw the memory. You have to draw the figures at least of your palm size, not smaller than your palm size and not bigger than your palm size. Am I clear to each and everyone? Yes, just drop a message in the chat box. Yes, am I clear? So this was the second rule of your memory drawing. The characters which you're drawing should be of your palm size. And now what I'm going to show you is, you have to pay attention. What I'm going to show you, here I'm turning the camera. So just look at this. Okay. This is a, for example, assume this is a drawing page, and this drawing page here I'm drawing the border. Just look at this. Here I have drawn the border of 2 centimeter. Okay. Now this page is having some divisions. Okay. So for example, first I'm drawing a line in the center, and I have divided this part into 2 equal parts. Okay. Then the down part, I am going to draw one more line and divide this half into another half. Okay. And same way over here. So now what is this? We are going to divide this page into 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first part is your front stage. This is called front stage, the down one. This is called front stage. The second one is back stage. Okay. The second one is called backstage. The third one is called background. This is called background. And the fourth one is, this is sky. Okay, this is how you're going to divide this page, but we don't need to draw these lines. Okay, I'm just showing you how to what is it, how to divide this page into 4. Okay, and why we should divide this page into 4. Okay, the first one is front stage. For example, this is my drawing. Okay, this is my drawing. This characters which we are where they are standing is called front stage, and the character which is standing over here, that is the backstage. So here I have drawn all the characters where I need this character should be. This is front stage, this is backstage, and where you can see this house. Okay, you can see 2 to 3 houses at the back, that is called background. Here there is a mountain. When I will color, I will show you. There are some trees and mountains that is also coming in the background. And the fourth at the top, that is the sky. Okay. So this is how you're going to divide the page into 4 equal parts. Okay, I have shown you. Are you clear? Yes. Each and every student have got the idea how to do this. The first, this first two, this is front stage and this is backstage. These two parts where you have to draw the human figures. Okay, in these two parts you have to draw the human figures. At the background you have to draw some houses, trees, you can draw buildings, you can draw mountains. That is called background. Where the characters are standing, we should know. We cannot just draw the characters and we just color it out. We have to know where the characters are standing. So background is much important. We have to draw the background. It can be sky, it can be it can be mountains, it can be houses, it can be building, or it can be trees, but background is very important to draw. Okay, so because the background, why the background is important, because we should come to know where the characters are flying the kites. You cannot just draw the character, they are flying the kite and that's it. No, that's wrong. So you have to be very careful whenever you are drawing certain drawing. Background is much important. It is very important. Okay. So I hope each and everyone is getting me. Just drop a message in the chat box. Yes, each and everyone has got the idea what I'm trying to say. Can anyone tell me the first question which I'm going to ask you now is, how many minimum characters you have to draw in the memory drawing? Can anyone tell me? Come on, you have to answer me in the chat box. Minimum characters कितने बनाने हैं memory drawing में? How many? There should be minimum 3 human figures. Okay, very good, very nice. And there will be maximum 4 characters in the memory drawing. Minimum 3, maximum 4. Yes, minimum 3 human figures, maximum 4 human figures. Yes, very nice. Now, uh, let I'll show you a short video, and just pay attention to that video. We come to know how to draw and how to color it. So then afterwards, I'll show you how to draw and color. Okay, I'll give you a live demo how to draw and color. So just pay attention to this video, each and every one, and we'll come to know how to draw. Okay, just look at this. Just look at this. This is the video. It's coming. I want each and everyone to pay attention to this video carefully. Forward this video. Just look at this video. How it's drawing the human figures. This is how you're going to draw the human figures. Don't draw it much darker. Use the pencil lightly, because if you make some mistakes, so it can be easily rubbed. Just look at this. This is the way how you're going to draw the human figures. This is how you're going to draw the character. Draw it of your palm size. Okay. There comes the another character at the back. The size of the character is small because the child is at the back and it's kind of small child. So the child is small at the size, small of the size. And as you can see, the middle boy, he's flying the kite, and the back side of that boy who is holding that bundle of thread in his hand. So he's supporting that child who is holding the who is flying the kite. He's for helping that child flying the kite. And there is one more child who is in the front. He's enjoying. He's seeing the kite is flying in the sky, and he's enjoying it. So this is how you can draw this human figure. And this is how you're going to draw the background. There is a house at the back. You can see there is a house at the back, so it's very important to draw the background. I think so there is a network. And here you can see there is drawing some trees at the back. The same way you are going to do this. And this is how you color it. Here you can see he has colored the sky with blue. Now he's giving he's coloring the trees. And he's coloring the trees. Can color it with oil pastels, or you can use color. You can use the crayons also. You can use watercolor, or you can use poster colors to draw. Okay, or you can use both the mixed media. So this is how you're going to do it. This is how you're going to do it. See, just look at the coloring. How he has done. Just look at this. This is the way how you're going to color. Okay. This is how you're going to color the character. Just look at this. I hope each and everyone is getting me how to do it. Just look at this. Just look at the shades. How is using. How is there should be minimum three tones. There should be three tones in your drawing. That is the light tone, mid tone, and the dark tone. Okay. So as you can see, and look at the cloth of that human figures. You can see at the trees. You can see the house. There are all there is a three human. There are three tones in the drawing. That is the light tone, middle tone, and the dark tone. And you can see there are some characters at the back. Okay, there are some people at the back. Just they have given the dark shade to this. So this is how you're going to color, and this is how you're going to you can take a marker or a sketch pen and you can just give a proper outline to it. Give a proper highlights. You can use a sketch pen or a marker. So this is how you're going to do the memory drawing. So I hope each and everyone is clear with this. Yes, you've seen the video. You've got the idea how to do it. Yes, each and everyone. You've seen the video. This is how you're going to do it. Yes. So now what we are going to do, I'm going to color and I'm going to draw and show you how to draw this memory drawing. Here I'm just turning back the camera. I'm turning the camera backside, and I hope each and everyone can see this. Here I have drawn some human characters over here. Okay, there are some children which I have drawn over here. So I hope each and everyone can see this. Yes, each and everyone can see this drawing over here. Yes, so this is how I have drawn this three characters over here, and there is a in this you can see there is a mountain over here. Just look at this. I'm just darkening this part so that you can see it properly. Okay, so at the back I have drawn a mountain, and over here I have drawn a tree over here in this part. Just look at this. This is the branches of the tree. Okay, this is the branches of the tree as you can see over here. Yes, I hope each and everyone can see this. Yes, this is the tree at the back, and here you can see there are some houses. Okay, this is the house at the back. Okay, and this is how I have done this. Now as you can see there is a some pond type over here. I have shown some water part over here. So this is how I have completed this drawing. My characters are of my palm size. I have drawn the bigger size of the human figures, and now I'm going to color this. Here I have got my watercolors with me. So here I'm going to use the watercolor. So now how you're going to color it. So first thing, from where you're going to start coloring is from the upper side, that is the sky. So whenever you're starting a memory drawing, first color the sky. Okay, start coloring with the sky. So here I have taken a blue color, sky blue color shade, and here I'm using a wash. Okay, I'm just giving a wash to the sky. Okay, of a sky blue shade. Just look at this. This is how here I am using a sky blue color shade over here, and giving a proper adding a proper shade to the sky. As you can see, the sky is not properly blue, but there are some dark blue and some white space remaining because there are some clouds and in the sky. So this is how I'm going to color the sky. Okay, when you see the sky, it's not totally blue, but there are some there are some white patches over there. So this is the way how you're going to color the sky. So this is how I have done this. Just look at this. Okay, and now in this I can use some yellow color also, where the the sunlight of the sky is the sunlight is falling on the sky. So here I have used some yellow color shades to show you. So this is how you're going to do this. Just look at this. Okay, this is how you're going to draw the sky. So but in some parts you can give some dark blue shades like this. You can give a dark blue shade over here to show the clouds. Just look at this. I hope each and every student is getting me how to do this. Okay, so this is how you're going to draw the clouds on the sky. Just giving some patches over here. You can draw the clouds. Just look at this. Give a proper shade, add the proper shades to this, and you can show the clouds at the back. Just look at this. I hope each and everyone is getting me. Yes. So this is how you're going to draw the sky and the cloud. Okay. So this is how I have drawn this. Same way you can also do it. Just look at this. This is the sky. I'm going to leave this now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to color the ground. So for coloring the ground, first I'm going to use ochre yellow shade. Okay, here I'm using a ochre yellow shade. Just look at this. For coloring the ground, I'm using a ochre yellow shade, and I'm going to spread this color. It should, if it goes from the no upon the characters also, it's okay, no issue. Okay, you can, we can just color it afterwards. We can give the, add the dark colors to it. Okay, so this is how you can give the proper shades to this. How you're going to do it, just look at this. Color the background, color the ground over here. Here I'm coloring the ground. Just look at this. Here I'm using a ochre yellow shade, the light shade, for coloring the ground. Then as I complete with the light shade, I am going to use the dark shade. Okay, so first I'm going to color it with light. Okay, each and everywhere I'm going to spread the ochre yellow color. And as I finish with this ochre yellow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the, take a dark color, and then I'm going to show the dark tone with the help of that brown color. So first I'm coloring each and every part with ochre yellow. As you can see, this is the ochre yellow shade I've given. I've added the ochre yellow shade, as you can see over here. Yes, each and everyone is getting me how to do it. This is how you're going to add the ochre yellow shade in each and every part. Just look at this. Okay, as you complete with this ochre yellow, take a darker tone. So here I'm going to take a dark brown color. Here I have taken the brown color, and just look at this. I'm going to apply the brown color to some areas where the house is there. So here I'm going to show a dark tone over here. The character is standing over here. So this is the dark area. Show the shadow. I'm using a dark tone. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, look at the tree, the shadow of the tree is falling on the ground, so it's darker in shade. Okay, so and there is a water over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just merge this color. Just look at this. This is how I'm going to merge the color. Again, I'm going to take a brown color and add some much more dark tones to this area. Okay, just look at this. And then I'm going to spread this brown in some areas. Okay, and you can draw some stone type effects. So just you can give some dots to this. Okay, this is how you're going to draw the ground and each and every part. After you completed with this, now we'll move to the trees part. How you're going to color. The first upper part will be of yellow. Okay, the upper part area will be of yellow. Okay, you have to color it with yellow. Then I'm going to take a light green shade. Okay, and then here I'm going to spread some light green colors on this. Okay, so this is how you're going to color this. Yellow, then comes the light green, and down we are going to take a dark green color over here. Just look at this. This is how you're going to color the tree. And to show much more dark, here I'm using a adding some blue and making it much more dark. Okay, so this is how you're going to add some much more tones to it. This is the light tone, middle tone, and the dark tone. You can see this is how you're going to color the tree. Okay, so this is how you're going to color the tree. I hope each and everyone is understanding how to do it. Yes, same way you're going to color the another all these things same way. As you can see, there are trees at the back. So here dark green. Okay, here I have shown the dark green shade at the back. Then what I'm going to do is here I'm going to take the light green. After dark green, I'm going to take a light green shade. Okay, so this is how I have coloring the light green shade, giving the light green. And then afterwards, as you can see, there are some trees at the back also. So whenever you're coloring, first color all those colors where we need the green colors or the blue color. You have to color each and every part there nicely. So as you can see, here I'm coloring this part. Here I have some bushes. Okay, so here I am going to use the green and then take the yellow, merge the yellow. Okay, to get the lighter tone over here, and then the dark one. Okay, so we have got the dark green shade, and now I'm going to color this part with dark green. So now just pay attention how you're going to get the proper shade of this. I'm using a scribbling technique. Just look at this. I'm using a scribbling technique to show the bushes of trees. Just look at this. I'm using a scribbling technique over here, and this is how you're going to get the proper shades. You can show some grasses in the ground. You can show some grasses as there is a water, so there will be some grasses over here. You can show some grasses. This is how you're going to use, and this is how you're going to make the grasses. Yes, so this is how you're going to decorate all those things. Put some proper shades, and you can get the proper detailing. Add some detail because they are standing in the ground, so there can be much more grasses in the ground. So here you can show some grasses. Okay, here you can show some grasses. This is how you're going to detail all these things properly. You can do this. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. This is where I'm going to draw the grasses at the back. There is some space over here. Okay, so this is how you're going to add some much more grasses in this painting, and you can get a proper detailing over here. Now I'm going to color the water. So for coloring the water, here I'm just adding some blue shade over here, and then I'm just going to merge these colors to get a proper water like shades. Okay, so here I'm getting the proper shade of a water. As you can see, it's very easy and it's very simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dark blue shade and get a proper add the proper shade to this, okay, in the water to show the dark tones. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to show some dots in this so you will get the proper idea of the water. Okay, so just add some dark tones to this, add a dark tone over here, and you get a proper shade of a water. So just look at this. This is how you're going to do. Okay, now what we are going to do is, if you want, you can just spread these colors. Okay, okay, so now what we are going to do, and we are going to color the mountain. So the as the mountain is at the back and very far, so we are going to get a blurry color effect. So we are not going to color the mountain much more darker. We are going to use it very light and soft. Just look at this. This is the way how we are going to color it. In the mountain, as you can see, there are some depth part, and same way you're going to do it. There are some dark shades and there are some light shades. So same way, what we are going to do is we are going to take a dark shade, we are going to make a dark shade and the light shade. Just look at this. So this is how your mountain is ready. And then afterwards, as you complete with all those things, what you are going to do is we are going to color the house. Okay, so at the end our house is there, so we are going to color the house, and we are going to color the house with blue. So here I'm going to give the proper shade of blue over here. Okay, and after this blue I'm going to make some dark blue shade over here of blue. As I complete with this, I'll just give a proper shade here in this part. Okay, and then I'm going to color this part over here. Just look at this. There is a light tone and there is a dark tone. And now for making those doors, here I'm going to use a black color, okay, for coloring the windows and the door to show it, because it's very dark. So here I'm using a black tone over here. Okay, and to show the door also same way, black tone. And to highlight it, same way you can use all those things, all those darker shade. You cannot use directly black, so just mix two to three colors and then you can do this. Okay, so this is how you're going to color the house. Just look at this. Now what we are going to do is we are going to color the roof. So we are going to take a brown shade over here, reddish brown. Okay, and then take out the excess color. Same way, this is the roof. Color the roof properly, get a proper design, and then as you finish with this, we are going to get add the dark tone. Okay, then only we are going to add the dark tone. So for coloring this house, here I'm using a yellow color. Okay, so this is the yellow color shade, and where the light cannot reach. So here I'm using a dark yellow. So this is how you're going to add the shades. Here also you can use some dark shade of yellow. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. And then as you finish this, we have almost done. Now what we are going to do, we almost completed with this. And at the end, what we are going to do, we are going to start with this human figures. So first I start with this boy. He's wearing a blue color shirt. Okay, so here I'm coloring the shirt with blue. But what you have to do is, we are going to wait for this color to get dry, and then only we are going to begin with the detailing part. Okay, till then the color is drying. What we are going to do, we are going to color all these figures. So how you are going to do, first you have to draw the border and then merge the color. Just look at this. This is how you are going to color it. We are going to detail it afterwards, but as the color get dried, then only we are going to do it. So this is how we are going to do it. Now I'm going to color the pant of that boy. So he's wearing a dark green pant, and just look at this. How you're going to color the pant. Here I have taken a dark green shade, and to show the light, I'm using a yellow color. Just look at this shade. You'll get the proper idea how to do it. Okay. So this is how you're going to do it. And to show the dark tones of that shirt, after that color dries, you just have to take a dark blue shade. Okay, here I'm taking a dark blue shade and adding some dark blue shade to this. Okay, just look at this. This is how you're going to do it. This is the collar of the shirt. You can draw a pocket. Okay, so this is how you're going to detail those things. Okay, this is how you're going to detail the shirt of the boy. You can do it in this way. Okay, here you can color it with this type. Now whenever you're coloring with the hands and the legs, as we are Indian, so we have a darker tone. So what we are going to do is, we are going to take a brown. Okay, we are going to take brown and we are going to take white, and this is how you are going to color the human figures. Just look at this. Now what you have to do is, I'll show you. I'll just merge the color properly. Just look at this. Here I'm just merging the color, and it will give a very natural look. Just look at this. This is how you're going to do it. Same way, the another leg, give a proper outline, add the proper outline to this, and then what you're going to do, we just have to merge the color. Okay, just we have to merge the color. Till then you can do this. You can give a proper, add the proper shades to this legs and hands, and then just merge the color. Just look at this. This is how you can do it. And here comes the hand. Just look at this. This is the proper way how you're going to do it. It's very easy and it's very simple. You just have to get the proper shade. This is the neck, this is the eyes, ears, and adding a proper shade to this. You can do it. Just look at this. This is how you can color this. Okay, human figures. This is the way how you're going to color the human figures, and then same way the other one also. Just give the border properly. Add the border. Here is wearing a shoe, so here we are going to use a black tone. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. This is the hands, this is the neck of that boy, and here comes the face. You can just color the face with a plain tone. Okay, so now just merge the color. So this is how you're going to do it, and looks bit dull, but when we complete it, we are going to give a outline. We are going to give a outline to it with the marker, so it will get a proper look. Okay, so this is how you're going to color the hands and the legs of the human figure. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. And then color the boy face, and then just merge the color. We are going to give the detailed highlights to it. Now I'm going to color the boy's shirt over here. He's wearing a orange shirt, so we are just coloring it with orange, giving a proper outline where we need the dark tones. Okay, we are giving the dark tones with doing the dark tone with the yellow orange color, and to show the light tone we are going to mix. Now we are going to mix the yellow color with this, so to show the light tone. So just look at this. To show the light tone we are adding yellow. So this is how we have done this orange, and now we are going to give a dark blue pant to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dark blue color, give a proper shade over here, dark blue shade. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a light blue color. Okay, to show the light tone I'm going to use a light blue color. Okay, so this is how I'm adding a light blue color shade, and as you can see this is the proper shade of the pant how I have given it. Okay, so now what we are going to do is I'm going to color this one. So here he's wearing a brown pant. Okay, so dark brown color. Okay, and to show the light tone what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a yellow. Just merge the color properly. This is how I have colored the pant, and now I'm going to color the shirt with yellow. Just look at this. This is how you're going to color it. So don't get much more board. It's very interesting, and when you start coloring, when you do it, you will get to know how to do it. So I have almost completed with this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to color the hairs. So for coloring the hairs, I'm taking dark blue. Okay, I'm taking brown, mixing it together, and then here I'm coloring the hair. Just look at this. This is how I am coloring the hairs of the children. Just look at this. Okay, What I have taken dark blue and I have taken brown, and this is how you're going to color the hair. Okay, so for adding much more detailing part, just drop the color with in the black and just give a proper hair like shades. Okay, add some lining parts to it and you'll get a hair like shades over here. I hope each and every student is clear with this topic, how they are going to draw and how they are going to color it. Yes, each and everyone is getting me how to do it and how to color it. This is the way how you're going to do it. And then last part is the shoes which the boy is wearing. Where you can see he's wearing a shoe. Okay, and this boy is also wearing a shoe. I'm coloring the shoe with black color. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. And at the end you can take a marker or a sketch pen. Okay, at the end you can take a marker or a sketch pen and you can highlight those things. Here I have got a marker with me. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to detail all those things. So just look at this. Just look at this. This is the way how we are going to do it. Just look at this. Here we are detailing all those things with a marker. I hope each and everyone is clear with this topic. Is it easy? Was it easy? Each and everyone, just look at this. This is how you're going to detail all the, and the main thing which is remaining in this drawing is the kite. So here comes the kite. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to spread the rope and over here going in this. Okay, and here the bundle of rope is being kept. I'll just add the, give it a proper detailing to this part. So this is how you're going to color it. I hope each and everyone had got the idea. You just have to detail all those eyes and the mouth and the face part. This is how, and the expression of each and every uh, that